Guys, and welcome again to Esiwakago YouTube channel. This is where we do inspire, we do inform, and we also encourage people. And today I want to inform about something, but before I even go ahead, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you haven't done so yet, please welcome and get to do so. Below here you can push the red button that says subscribe, and if you also don't mind, you can also push the notification bell, and that will help you to get notified every time that I post a new video. So today I want us to talk about, or I want to inform about, do people really get broke in America, or is it like all you see from people who lives in diaspora? And this is not just for America, but I like talking about America because that is where I have an experience and that is where I live. So I know a lot about the life in America, more than I would know about any other continent that is counted as diaspora. Or so do people really get broke, or the life they show you out there is what they got? You know, in our today's life, people are more concerned about how you look, how other people will see you, more than how they are concerned about the reality of what they have. Because you know, life can never be forced. If you belong to a single room and you elevate yourself to a one bedroom, it will never ever make sense in your life. It can make sense to other people who are watching you, because there are people who live just to be watched by others, and then there are those people who face reality and they live true to themselves. So here in America, it is not an exceptional. People are just the same. Humans are just humans. They will always try to impress. And even in America, people get broke, and not just the immigrants. Everyone, anybody can get broke in America. And the reasons why people go broke in America, number one is because people want to have a new ride. Like they want a new car, a car that they cannot be able to buy from their pocket, and they want to go and get that car note or car loan, and they gonna add a bill on their monthly bills. Because you see, it's very easy in America to just walk into a car dealership and get approved for a car. But what they don't tell you is that the interest is super high. And what so many people don't do, me, I don't know if it is because I come from Nyeri, and you know Mr. Kibaki was from Nyeri and he was an economist. Maybe there is something that, but here is the point. Me, before I get myself into any contract, I don't want to know if you want to say I'm petty or anything, but that is just who I am. I am very traditional. Ushamba niko nayo. When it comes to doing the math, I have to do my math correctly, because I know in this America, you could be busy working, but working for people who want to do that for real. If I'm getting out there to work for people to benefit from my sweat, from my blood, why wouldn't I then sleep? You see? So in America, there are people who will grow old, and they won't have benefited from their youthful years. Why? Because they do not do their math correctly. Whenever you want a car, you can always go for a car that is equivalent to what you have in your pocket. If you do not have a way of how you're going to pay the car loan in the next like 1 year or 2 years, at least to clear it, please, it is okay to drive an old car if it is not giving you pressure, and if it is not adding bills to your already existing bills. But so many people don't want this life, because you know what? They want to show their friends they have a good ride. For who? For who? After that, okay, If I come to visit you with a good ride or with an expensive car, and then you see it, and then you be, of course, here so many people know that there are very few people who can walk into a dealership and manage to buy a car cash, a car that is going for 30,000 or 35,000 or 40,000 cash. It is not easy. Do not be lied to. So I would say the number one thing or reason that makes people to go broke, and I mean like extremely broke. The American brokenness is extremely broke. And I mean it. Yani, at some point they stop even being broke. They become broken. They don't have anything because the bills keeps on coming, and here due date is a due date. So misplaced priorities. Misplaced priorities. If you do not prioritize what you want and what you need, you end up living a very, very broke life. And guys, there are those people, the relatives of some immigrants, they will keep on calling and saying that, you know what, since she went to America, she doesn't even help us. She doesn't do this. She doesn't do that. She hasn't even built an apartment. She hasn't even built a house. She doesn't even have anything here. And it's been like 10 years in America. Yeah, you're gonna wait. You're gonna continue waiting because you know what? Sometimes it takes someone to just sit down and get to determine or get to make a decision. What are my priorities in this life? If you want to show off out there, you will, yes. But other than that show off, there is nothing else you're gonna gain. And you know what? There is the reality of life, and it hits you every time. Every moment when you are alone, when nobody else is seeing you, there is the reality that hits you, and it reminds you where you belong. You cannot elevate yourself in this life, whether in America, whether in Asia, in UK, or in Africa. Life is just the same. Because you know what? The same way in Africa, you would think 100,000 is very hard to get. Like to own 100,000 in your savings account in Africa is hard. It is the same thing. It is hard to have just 1,000 US dollars in your bank, and you have paid everything else, and this is your savings. So it is that much hard. So number two thing that makes people to go very broke in America is not being able to categorize yourself to the right class. I hate class, by the way. I really hate class. Me, I do not have a class, but I do have a standard. So being unable to categorize yourself or to place yourself at the right class, it makes you to be at the wrong place, the wrong time. What do I mean by this? Some people don't understand that you cannot be on the same level with people who came here like 10 years ago. And it doesn't mean like people who came here 10 years ago, they are way much ahead of you. But there are those things, the basic things, they have laid the foundation unlike you. So they are the levels. So when you come here, or even any other person, because this is not just for immigrants, it is also for Native Americans. You have to weigh your class, know where you belong. Stop rushing with people. Stop going to those bash. For who? How much will you get paid? If you're supposed to be working, do not call off to go to those bashes. For who? Parties. After party, then what do? I get into my car and I drive back to my house. What happens when I get to my house? When I get to my house, the reality hits again. I missed work, and there are bills that are due, and the money that I have on that paycheck will not be enough to clear the bills. So why were you going to parties that do not belong to you at the moment? And in this life, let me tell you something, and I'm not the most wisest person that ever existed, but at least I know what to do. Some of the things that are do's and don'ts in life, not because I'm too old. Of course I'm old, but I don't like categorically mean that I'm very old to give advice, but life has taught me a lot. And I used also to show up to those occasions. I used to show up to parties. I used to show up to barbecue. Parties, yes, every weekend we have barbecue here, we have barbecue here. So and so is calling us for barbecue. So you're gonna go there, do the barbecue, eat and get full, and you know it is the law of nature. The following day you will still have to go use the bathroom, and that is gone. So be at the right time, at the right place, at the right time. Going to barbecue parties is not bad. Going to those bashes is not bad. But do you really have that time? Have you covered all your stuff? Because you know what? In this life, things will fall into place at the right time. So if you can be patient enough and just do your best at the moment, so that when you get to the next level, when you get at least a little time to free a little time of yours, then you can go and join the people who are partying. But if you go to party with the people who have done everything, who have settled in life, then when will you ever settle your own life? When will you ever settle your own life? Number 3 thing, and all these reasons, they are kind of like intermarrying. Number 3 thing is having friends that are not heading to the same direction as you. Yeah, friends influence people. It's called peer pressure. And you know what? They say, show me your friends, I tell you who you are. So sometimes people lose track because of being with the wrong people. You have to really sit yourself down. Call yourself for a conference. Arrive early and carry a notebook. Have a conference with yourself at least for 3 days. 3 days. Sit yourself down and ask yourself, who are really supposed to be my friends? Because I might be moving with people who are not moving to the right direction or to my direction. You know what? If you make friends with people who like kamunyweso, you know, and I'm not saying drinking is bad, but it has also to be prioritized. If you make them your friends and they do not have control of how to do it, every single day when you get off work, you will be joining them to have it. And sometimes you will also be missing work. Why? Because you did not even remember to set your alarm. Because you did not even hear the alarm clock when it went off. Because you did not even want to go to work because of hangovers and so many other things, or you slept late. So every level of life, it has to be paid a certain price. You will never get to a certain level without paying a certain price. And here is where mistake comes. So many people, they want to get to the next level, but they don't want to pay the price. The price is when you do what you're supposed to do at the right time, without you trying to jump to the next level, without having dwelled here. You have to dwell here. And let me tell you this for free, by the way. Never ever feel ashamed for the level you are in today. Because tomorrow you'll be the same person who will be jubilating, who will be celebrating, and it will be worth it to wait. The wait is worth it. Never ever feel embarrassed because of your level today, because you can see others who are ahead of you. At one point in life, those people were where you are today. But they took the chill pill and it got them to the level you see them today. So, yeah, I answered the question. America people go extra broke. They even stop being broke, they get broken. And they even stop being broken, they get into pieces. Yes. Why? America, you have to use gas on daily basis. For those who use the buses, and there are few people who can be able to rely with the bus, unless it's a city or a state that has them reliable buses, like California, I believe so, or New York. So you need daily gas. You need to show up to work and be there for the entire shift for you to get paid. There is no dodging shift. There is no showing up and then hanging your coat and then going back. If you do not cover the whole shift, you ain't gonna be paid. And not just covering, but also doing what you were assigned to do. So then there is the big reason why people get very broke in America is because your presence is needed for you to get paid, and your work is needed for you to get paid. It's nothing like I went to work, I was at work, but I wasn't feeling good. If you're not feeling good, go home, and they will get your sick hours to cover that. So that is how it works in America. It's even very worse if you don't know, guys. It's very worse. So priorities make people to go very, very broke if you fail to prioritize what you are needed to do and what you want to do. So guys, I'm gonna end this video here, and up until next time, I'll see you, and do not forget to keep on keeping on, because that is our motto here at Eswakago YouTube channel. And keep on subscribing, keep on sharing, and I love what you guys been doing, the support and everything. May God bless you so much, and remember, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And yes, indeed, he got our back. Bye bye.